Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Welcome to Kicking Out at 2. I am Michael. With me, as always, is my best friend, Tori.
How we doing?
I think we're doing good. I hope everybody had a good and safe Labor Day weekend. Some people that means a longer weekend, and some people that means these fucking people
Okay,
make me work.
that's fair. I mean, I was still technically on vacation, so
That's fair enough. Um, we didn't end up doing a stream on Sunday. That's my fault. Just kind of wasn't feeling it, to be honest. So I decided to just take the mental health. Um,
I I will say with the Saturday and the Sunday pay-per-views, I think NXT was the better show.
oh,
I feel
absolutely,
like
it
we're
was.
back in the takeover era.
I I don't think we're that far because like it wasn't substantially better. It was just a better show. There was less food match um,
Yes.
in NXT No Mercy.
I
Um,
mean, I hate to say it, but I turned off Bash in Berlin when we got to the championship match because I didn't care.
well, and I think it comes down to just predictability. Um, like there was no way Gunther was losing that match.
Not a chance.
So I think with us both knowing what that was going to be, it just kind of put a damper on the rest of the pay per view. Before we get to
Well,
talking about it, go ahead.
he wasn't losing and Cody wasn't losing.
Yeah,
There was no chance Cody was losing.
yeah. No, I think the only two matches that I questioned um, are matches that had already passed. I questioned the women's championship match, women's tag match rather. Um, I was I was 50-50 on who I thought was going to get that. Um, so that was kind of interesting to me. And then the
I
Judgment Day versus the bootleg Judgment Day. I was kind of on who was going to win that too. Um, just because, and we talked about it during the stream, and I still believe it now. Like I still will die on this hill. I think bootleg Judgment Day needed that win because they've
I
looked
don't
massively inept.
see. I don't because it's Carlito and JD McDonough, so everybody has such low expectations anyway.
I don't disagree with those two. Those two coming in as the fodder, that's fine. But then Finn comes in and he gets played too, and I'm like, so none of you are worth a damn in this damn thing.
Oh, we knew that.
They did the 1960s martial arts gimmick where like each of them were tagging Damien one at a time, and Damien's just brushing them off. Like it's horrible.
I
Um,
agree.
I
So
needed them to come out strong in that, and they're still just inept
I
idiots.
feel like they looked stronger last night, but there was no chance they were winning that tag match.
Yeah.
Um, so I just opened Twitter and Hulk Hogan says he signed a 5-year deal with WWE. And Sean Ross said, well, oh, okay, well, we'll come in a segment with Bronson Reed then, and whatever happens, happens, man.
um,
That's what I've been laughing about. I'm like, damn.
so here's the thing. He probably did, but of course, putting his spin on it, he probably got what is now called a nostalgia deal. It's replaced their Legends deals. And so basically, it just gives WWE the ability to make action figures, put them in the video games. That's all it is. But he's probably not saying that because he's probably pushing to say, I can go one more run, I can do it one more time. But no, I'll
Oh,
guarantee it's one of those nostalgia deals. Victoria just made an announcement of the same thing.
I am so excited about that one.
Me too, because that means it puts her back in the games, and that means
There was
come.
somebody else.
Uh, there's been a few. Um, that have done it. I know they talked about Michelle McCool should be in future games. She's in this game coming up and the DLC coming up here in just a couple of weeks. Um, I know Victoria made the announcement of hers. There's also a lot of chatter on the NXT TNA deal. As far as like maybe they're trying to get a contract with TNA as well to be able to use some of their digital assets. So you could have TNA in next year's game. Um, so that would be kind of cool. Um, so no, I'd guarantee Hogan just got one of those nostalgia deals, which asshole or not, that's smart on WWE's part to do that because people will buy the shit out of those action figures. They will buy the shit out of those assets of his
Unfortunately.
because nostalgia is a son of a bitch.
Rhea's a savage.
Rhea absolutely is a savage. Why is she a savage now though?
17 minutes ago, celebrating our victory at Bash in Berlin in the most fitting way. Juicy, fresh, hot chicken tenders with ranch. Eat your heart out, losers.
Yep. Uh, why not? She deserves chicken tendies too.
Oh, that patty is so good.
Um,
Oh, so good.
I noticed I haven't seen anything from Rikishi today on Twitter.
I
So
I haven't kept up. I guess he's been running his mouth about stuff, but
so he has been in the past. I'm
Odyssey Jones has been fired.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up here a second ago, because apparently some news has come out. There was some domestic violence charges brought up, and so rather than making it a long drawn out thing, they just went ahead and cut their ties now. Which is, if they're real, it's sad for the victims. Real or not, it's sad for the New Day because the New Day had they had a story that was going to happen out of this, and now what are you going to
I
do?
I did not like where it was headed because they have always said they don't want to do the old cliche tag team breaks up because of whatever.
Yeah,
They want to just do their own thing, and that's fine. I was just looking at Cultaholics posted he was fired, and somebody that I follow on Twitter, Auntie Collins, who is amazing by the way and an absolute sweetheart.
yeah.
Um, If you were transphobic and shelved because education was needed, then you were slotted to tag with the New Day and you fumbled. She's
Yeah,
not wrong.
absolutely not. I mean, you were with one of the hottest acts in the company that could have done nothing but teach you. And my hope was, like we've talked about, what I hoped as far as the booking on that. I hoped we wouldn't end up in a situation where we split up, but rather in a teaching moment for men's mental health,
Yes,
which is they sit down and actually have a conversation about it and
yes,
work that out as men. Um,
yes.
which I hope that that's where we would have went with it. But if not, then okay. But now we're back to square
Yeah,
one. We're back to just Kofi and Xavier just kind of being there.
yeah. I hate how much they've floundered since E got hurt. I was going to say, go ahead. But
I know a lot of it is a lot of it was they didn't know what to do because they didn't know if Big E was
right.
coming back or not. Because if he comes back, then you've got a story. If he doesn't, then you have to change course with what you're doing with the New Day.
And I get that. And we know he's not coming back. I, at this point, would love for one of them to go, you know what? We've done our time as a tag team. Let's go do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Put them on separate shows. Don't leave them on the same show. Don't do it.
Well, and we're back into a situation where like I think Xavier needs his flowers. Like we gave him the King of the Ring, and I know that was his personal goal because he's wanted that like since he was a kid. But you had him in the IC tournament. You could have gave him that belt for a little bit.
Yeah. An hour ago, Jordan Grace announced she's defending the Knockouts Championship on NXT next week.
Just saw that before you
They're
joined.
about they're about to load these shows the fuck
Oh,
up.
absolutely. Well, because next week all the shows are on USA.
3 weeks of it.
So first round of all of the shows being on USA, of course they're going to stack them. And then WWE is going to get flack because they're doing it on purpose to break down AEW or what have you. I just think it's funny that when people say that, it's like, no, they're just trying to put on the best show. Like they're
Here's the thing. Tony is absolutely booking to counter WWE. WWE is just booking.
yeah. Well, like someone had said something about like this last Collision, WWE had booked a live show. It's like they have live shows every day. Like
Yeah.
they didn't book it to counter book Collision. They booked it because they were already booked in that town, and they have a live show every damn day. Just because you decide to have a Collision there and they decide to have a live show there doesn't break anything. Um,
Just I haven't really scrolled through Twitter today because, like I said, I was busy as shit at work. Somebody tweeted, and I'm gonna obviously censor this because of my race and what it said. It says you in a program with the New Day, the purest of you know,
yeah,
and you're filling in for an angel amongst us in Biggie, and that's what your big ass does. You ain't wrong.
he's
It's
not
lovely,
like
lovely DeVoe. I don't know if you follow her. She's amazing.
I don't. I will keep an eye out for her though. Yeah, I don't get I don't get screwing up your chance anyway. Like if my ass got a chance in that industry for anything, I'm doing anything I can to keep my nose clean.
Keep talking. I'm just making sure my daughter hasn't burned down the backyard because she's
Sure.
starting a bonfire.
Oh, fun. Um, but then on top of that, they stick you with a new day. They give you this great storyline that can end up being a very big thing for you.
Right.
Um, like it's amazing to me how someone could screw that up. However, I will say with the things that are coming out against him, I'm not surprised how quick he fizzled out with the New Day then.
Oh, I'm
Because
not either.
you pull that shit around Xavier or Kofi, and
They're
they'll
not
put
having
you
it.
in a place.
Neither one of them is having it. I guarantee if both of them found out, they said, get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing from last night. Again, I don't like the team name
Hmm.
of Sonya. Zoe and Shayna.
Yeah.
Sonya's line of "There's not a man in this audience that can take us home." Uh, duh. Aren't they all three gay?
Yes, all three, from my understanding, are lesbians, which I'm fine with that line.
I was like, no shit.
Yeah. To me, that's her trolling, and I loved it. Um, because to me that line was more like, none of y'all, because the immediately thought of the toxic masculinity is, oh, you just ain't found the right man yet, and she's like, no, there ain't no fucking man.
And she's not wrong. She's obviously married to a beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I just what?
Yeah.
What?
I do love Mia Yim's love for them, and their symbol, apparently. I don't.
Yeah. I thought it was this, but I don't know. I
No,
just
every time she does it, it's just this, and I'm like, ma'am.
look, if one of them does this, we have a whole different conversation.
I almost want to do that now in reply to Mia Yim. Like, I love that team too. Um. Anyway, real quick before we get started on this, so since we didn't live stream, we want to talk a little bit about NXT No Mercy. Really great show. Started off with a tag team match, which I was a little surprised that Flaxium got it back, because we were doing the story of them breaking up.
I think they realized that breaking them up was not good for either one of them. So they went the other way with it.
Yeah.
And it made a lot more sense because I still haven't gone back and watched that, but apparently he beat the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, he beat well. So he kind of touched the other kid, which I always forget his name.
Riley.
Yeah, but no, he beat the brakes off of Andre Chase. Um, so much so that they dragged him out in a stretcher. Like, so he tore him up. Um, I think they're playing this as he's realized now that him hurting people is not a bad thing.
If they put him with Spears, I'm going to be so excited.
Ooh, yeah, that wouldn't be bad at all. Um,
People can hate on Sean Spears all they want to. First of all, you took a shit gimmick.
mhm.
You were Stan to begin with, but that's a whole different conversation.
I
But then
just can't stand.
you took a shit gimmick and turned it into fucking gold with Ty Dillinger.
Oh yeah,
Then you went to the independents, proved you were a champion, were part of a huge heel stable, got over more, came back, and are even better.
yeah. He's great, and I don't think he's gotten the chance, and maybe that's just because that's what he's there for. Maybe he's just there to help the new kids learn, and maybe that's okay. What he is okay with his spot being. Um,
I think he's okay with it though. I don't think he ever expects to get a world title.
yeah, no,
I think he's there to teach the young guys, which is, I think there's several of them there.
yeah, absolutely.
I did think Oro Mensah taking a shot at Lexus King's dad was solid.
Yeah,
That was nice.
yeah. We had Wesley versus Zachary Wentz.
I haven't watched that match either. I saw the finish, which
Yeah,
was
insane.
sick.
So first of all, the couple of nights before, Zach had won the X Division title in an amazing Ultimate X match. Um, Dropped two very strong promos after it, basically saying, like, the first one just talking about his journey and all that, but then obviously, like, he had to do one for the fact that he was going to be facing Wesley, and him saying, like, you keep telling me to get out of your shadow, you're in my damn shadow. This is my
Yeah,
time, and
yeah.
holding that belt. Uh, but it was a great match. I think it was played off perfectly. It doesn't hurt Wesley at all, um, because it came down to he tried to cheat. The other rascal showed up, took the chair out of his hands. That distracted him. He got back in, got waylaid with that massive cutter move. Uh,
That was so nice.
how high he got, just like I gasped audibly sitting here just watching it. Um, an amazing, amazing thing. Great
I
Miguel.
say
That was
do
great.
yeah, I say do the training for both Rhea and Osprey. So
Okay.
apparently, Logan Paul had Hulk Hogan on his show, and Hogan said if Chris Benoit can do the crap he did and fans still love him, talking about fans forgiving past mistakes. None of us are forgiving that. Are you kidding me?
No. No. Well, I won't say none of us because there's still people out there that create Chris Benoit and ask why he's not in the games because we don't want that. Um, we had Jordan versus Wendy Chu. I personally think the wrong person won. Um, Not that I'm against Kalani Jordan being the champ, but
I disagree. I think it was good. I don't think Winnie Pooh's character is there.
mhm,
The character's great. I don't think it's there in terms of carrying a title yet.
that's fair enough. But of course, that ended with Kalani Jordan getting the win. And then Tatum Paxley came in um, and waylaid Wendy Chu. So that starts the thing between them. Um, the North American Championship, Obafemi um,
Beat the
going
Dawn.
against.
I was surprised by that one.
Um, I, I don't say I was surprised. Um, Tony D is a great character, and
I love
I
it.
love the family. Um, I think though that they're building Obafemi the way they built Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Only difference is you have Triple H in charge now, so you won't
Right.
fumble the ball when he gets over there.
So when he gets up there, we're not going to turn him into the bear cat or whatever the fuck they called him.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not watching NXT, but apparently Jada Parker versus Jasmine Nix is tonight.
Hmm.
And somebody wants to know if licking a TV screen can give you an electric shock. Um,
Not the screen. I can tell you that
right.
from personal
Right.
experience. There was a certain WrestleMania match against a certain crazy stalker and a Stratus.
I gotcha.
Um,
No, I know. Um, I'm going to go help Grace for a minute. Just keep going.
okay.
I'll be
Um,
back.
and then we had NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez versus Jada Parker. Um, Wonderful, wonderful match.
Oh,
Um,
Jada killed it.
Jada absolutely killed it.
She showed that she's a main event player.
Yeah.
Um, you knew she wasn't winning because we knew Stephanie or Julia was showing up,
Mhm.
and it was Julia.
Yeah,
So I'll be back.
no problem. And it was Julia. Julia showed up. Sans dreadlocks. A lot of people out there having fun with that as far as why she showed up without the dreadlocks. Um, but looking great. They cut the feed off a little bit early, in my opinion, because there's some video after the feed was cut of her pointing at the NXT title, which I think would have played really good on TV. But still, it was a great match between the two. I think it was actually, in my opinion, one of Roxy's best matches that she's had recently, um, because it really kind of put her on the defensive. Um, so definitely think it was good. Um, Great spot in the match. They did pop rocks on the outside into the wall, which was insane to see. Um, so girls are killing it. Prodigy kept the belt, so we're good to go from there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start this here. So we promised Athena that she would that her next fight wouldn't be against Rhea Ripley. That's fine. We can do that. Let's see what we have power card wise over here. We have a fixed match. That's always good to have. Um, I've got some decent things there. Show logistics. You're at 671. I'm thinking maybe we need to up something here. So if we up stage crew, show cost compensation goes up. If we up the pyro, we gain more fans. If we have the social media, we gain network deal payout of a guaranteed 4,000 each check. What are the special guest was on commercial ads? We had casket if we do pyro. We have Nold Bard if we do stage crew. Definitely not moving up to stadium yet, but I think we're going to go ahead and up the ads. Oh, need more assets for that. Oh, need 4 assets for that, so we can't do that until next show anyway. That is fine. We will stick. That wasn't Athena, was it? That was Athena. Wouldn't be against Rhea. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
They're playing with fire. Literally.
That sounds about right.
Well, we had some stuff we wanted to burn, and I figured why not? It's nice out, and it's not hot, and let her go enjoy it because she likes a good fire.
Yeah.
Okada Kyle Fletcher for the Continental Championship tomorrow. That's going to be a great match.
That is going to be a great match.
Telling you, like we talked about, Kyle Fletcher is going to be that guy in a couple years. And again, not taken away from where he is right now.
Yeah.
Why are we signing my
We weren't. I clicked on her by mistake. Nope. You know.
Somebody said Hogan. They retweeted the Hogan thing. Said when we said we wanted more legends, we meant Kelly and Melina and Jazz, not this shriveled up racist with an addiction to lying. Melina was the other person with Victoria.
Oh, that okay. Good. I'd love to see her back in the game.
Oh yeah.
Do you want Gigi or do you want Raquel?
Gigi.
This Athena did not want to face Rhea. She started getting her ass whooped. Which is weird because she doesn't have a thing with Rhea, so I don't know what's going on.
Tomorrow night is Beauty versus the Native Beast on Dynamite. Mariah May against Nyla Rose.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
We know Nyla's not winning, but I love it.
And then we heard Giselle got her release from TNA.
Yes.
That's insane.
Tiffany Stratton is just gorgeous. Ludwig Kaiser's a lucky man.
Yeah. It's still weird to me that those two are together.
It's not to me. I can see it. Liv retweeted Rhea's tweet about the chicken nuggets and says, "My daddy Dom living rent free in your head. How embarrassing!" Oh my!
You know, I do want to say on Liv, since you haven't been on Twitter, I'm going to tell you about a thing that's been happening on Twitter today. A lot of people throwing shade because just a few months ago, Liv was this like die-hard, jumping off of shit, no fear person, and now she's a chicken shit heel. I don't see anything wrong with this, especially with what happened last night, because it's all involving the fact that, Rhea came down on crutches once she got face to face with her, and then kind of lifted the crutch up a little bit, then Liv ran off. I don't see an issue with this.
Just sent you a birthday present, even though it's not your birthday.
I appreciate that. Birthday presents are always appreciated. I apparently have not gotten it yet.
It's on Messenger.
Now I got it. How many hips does she have?
I don't know. Jada Parker is absolutely fine.
Absolutely. Don't die. I can't do this shit by myself. Don't die.
Probably get you some more views.
If you died on stream, possibly. Uh, 19. This man wants us to do a Hell in a Cell match. What are you giving me for a Hell in a Cell? Just next week.
AEW removed win-loss records from their roster page.
I think we need to go back to what was different. You had a ranking system that made you different. It made it more real.
They said wins and losses are going to matter.
Yeah.
This is those things that everybody gets frustrated with.
Who could use some training?
Where was Samantha Irving last night? That wasn't her. It was Alicia.
Is she on SmackDown after the move?
Awesome.
Busy. All these people busy.
So apparently the dude from Barstool Sports interviewed Mariah May. Couldn't even look at her. He was stuttering and blushing.
I don't blame him. There's a handful that if I ever got a chance to interview, I'm not sure I'd be worth a damn during it.
You what?
There's quite a few that if I got the chance to interview because of what we do, I'm not sure I'd be worth a damn. All right, simulate. Angaloa beats Post Malone in 2-star bout. Bray Wyatt gets us 4,500 fans. Dempsey versus Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs takes the title. Oh, no. He wins, doesn't take the title, though.
I was going to say, he took the win, but not the belt.
Goodness.
Which means somebody can probably DQ.
Probably. Athena versus Gigi Dolan because she doesn't want to get beat up by Mommy anymore. Athena gets the win. Mojo got 6 XP with a weak promo.
Julia Hart and Izzy would be a great team.
They would
so
be.
With Victoria and Cora Jade.
Yeah. They got the belts too. Victoria Cora Jade walk away with the belts. All right. WCW had Stat versus Eve as the main event. I'd like to see that.
Who?
Statlander versus Eve. Eve Torres.
Oh, yeah.
Good with that. All right, we got 31,000 or Yeah, 31,000 fans, $153,000. Increased our bank by 100,000, which is good. I was gonna up a thing or two for our match quality. If I could talk today, I'd be all right. Mickles still in first place here. We got 1 week until SummerSlam. All right, Cameron Grimes wants to talk. Boss, I've got some bad news. While I was out, I had a small accident. I injured myself. The doctor says I need to sit out 2 more weeks. Sorry with inconvenience. Stop trying to fly to the moon, sir.
It says the refund is 0. Just leave him. Just keep him. Go get better.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Oh, shit. No, well. Never mind, I made him mad. I clicked the wrong one. All right. Victoria the Crowd has really been behind me. It's time we look at. Yeah, cannot talk today. We took advantage of that. You give me the main event in the upcoming show. I deserve top billing. Rhea Ripley apparently somehow got into this group chat. I don't know what happened with that. So I'm pretty oblivious that the viewers want to see, or it's pretty obvious, excuse me, that the viewers want to see me in the biggest matches. Xavier, how about put me in the main event? Why don't we just put them both? That just seems. Why not? Josh Briggs. Listen, I'm not feeling physical. You've had 1 match, sir. Sure, get some rest, asshole. Go make an impact somewhere. I think you're on mute.
Somebody on Twitter said, I just saw a girl streamer get harassed by a dude she beat. And she popped off with, I'm going to fuck your dad and give him a child he'll actually love. Just log off, bro.
Yeah,
It's over.
you're done.
It's over. Wow. Oh, that's so good.
All right. I was going to hop up our social ads since we made an extra 100,000. Feel even more confident doing that. That adds special guest referee as one of our options, which, from my understanding, you can use for rivalries. So
Nice.
we can throw someone that's in a rivalry as the ref, and we'll continue the rivalry and just make a different
Very
matchup.
cool.
So I'm good with that. What does Trip need us to do? Ensure that your least popular available specialist is in a match. Whomst is that? It's Post Malone. That's fine. Him and Tongaloa have a thing, so we can do that. And we need to make sure that Rhea has a match with Victoria in the main event. They're both pretty healthy. So what can we do with that? You know what? Actually, this may be a perfect opportunity to do that. So, special guest referee, Cara Jackson.
Nice.
Making
She's
moves.
allied to our Jakara and Rhea interview.
Yeah, Jakara and Rhea are
Very
interviewed, so she's going to lean more towards Victoria. Right. Okay, we need to make sure
okay. So I sent you the Tiffany and Mandy earlier. Somebody put up another one. Samantha Irvin or Tiffany.
I mean, that's not even fair, in my opinion.
That's 1A, 1B to me.
See, no, that's
Samantha, hands down.
Samantha's far and away.
Okay. Did you see the thing with Zelina Vega and the sign?
I did.
She
I'm glad
said that
someone got a screenshot of it because I saw that it had Michael on it, which I know that's her dad, so I knew it had to have something to do with that. Plus, we're really close to September 11th. Um, so when
she
they
said the crazy.
screenshot it,
She
but
just replied to the picture and said, "Crazy part about this initially, I only saw the white push Zelina sign until I got closer and had to grab that one." Like she was getting in the ring crying, and I'm like, "This just kills me."
yeah, yeah, it's awesome that someone supports the pusher, but that in itself is just an awesome thing. I mean, her dad is an actual hero, man.
Yeah. Rhea came back and lived with jealousy doesn't look good on you.
Yeah,
The sad part is they're probably sitting next to each other sending these out.
that's valid.
Anna Kimura would have been 27 today.
Oh,
That's very cool. A Baton Rouge supermarket employee allowed a gentleman with autism to help him stock shelves for more than 30 minutes when he showed an interest in the task.
nice.
He was just kind of walking him through it, which is kind of cool. I mean, yeah, he's not having to do it, but he took the time to be patient with this person. See, Maxine and that knee to Ivy was brutal.
That knee, yeah,
Yes.
definitely something new
And then
added to a repertoire, and
he
very
had a
nice.
couple things. That Fisherman Buster suplex was very nice. He ripped the top off. I was a big. Her doing the worm backwards looks so stupid, but
Her getting into it though looks amazing though.
yeah, he's having fun. Kicking Chad in the face was solid too.
Yeah, absolutely it was.
She has shown so much improvement. I'm so proud of Maxine.
Yeah,
I don't even know her, and I'm just like, you have shown so much improvement.
yeah. Far and away has become a massive improvement in what she's doing. It reminds me a lot of Stacey Keebler back in the day,
Yeah,
where it's like very awkward to start, but like once she started to get it, then she was good.
and the crowd pop for her tacking in
Oh,
was so good.
oh yeah, she's the star of that group at the moment. I love me some Otis, but people are there to watch her right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are.
I do want to say, American Alpha, not American Alpha, excuse me, American Made. Their gear last night was on point.
Yes,
I
very much so.
loved that gear.
The name is stupid, but the gear was on point. Oh, nice.
Yeah, not a bad little match for them. Didn't do it all. Didn't do it all. Right, we got 39,000 fans. Got $87,000, so we're back up to
Nice.
668. Yeah, doing pretty decent on funds. These we got 41,224, or excuse me, 79,000, which brings them to 224. 2.0 got 25 and 112. WCW 48 and 113. We got an I know a guy for Commissioner Goal. It's still ahead of us here. So we need to focus on getting some more fans in the door. Being Mickles. You son of a bitch. Alright, well, it's next week's show. So it's. Alright, Tongaloa. What do you got to say? His contract's up. Will expire at the end of the week.
Let's talk figures.
Hmm?
You want to extend him now or talk figures?
Uh,
I definitely think he's worth keeping.
yeah, let's see. So we can offer him 56. We can offer him 139 to stay forever, or stay for another 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
197 to stay forever. Or thank you for your work.
I'll say, you know what? For one of the few rare times, I say take his opening offer.
Okay, that works for me. It's not bad. Nobody else is crying about contracts this particular week, so I think we're good. That would be my only thing about giving him the already approved option, because might end up on a week where we have a bunch of other people. Hey, no, so you haven't been making regular use of call-out promos? Okay, yeah. Rhea Ripley. Jackson is a referee. She's a total joke. She made sure I lost despite having a better match. I will see that you get her in a match. Josh Briggs. Oh, my bad, dude. Why I need you to pay attention. Because I forget. Things aren't working out in NXT. I'm ready to tear up my contract and move on. Sorry, Post. You can hit the bricks. All right.
So Wendy Chu and Rosemary came out and jacked up Tatum Paxley. Oh man, Rosemary's spear is nice.
Mm-hmm. She got a good spear. She also does the Red Wedding, which is a F5. Looks really good.
Guess who came out and made the save on Tatum? Lyra.
Lyra Valkyria?
Yep.
So the face on
this.
Raw.
I don't hate this.
I'm not saying I hate it. It just continuatively doesn't make any sense.
Remember the whole thing back and forth with her and Tatum?
I do. I'm just saying, like, where she is now, though, because she just helped out Zelina, and they're gonna do a 6-woman tag with Natalia next week in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
That was a great pause.
That take you a second?
I thought you were moving on, and then you finished the Alberta, Canada. That's so well done. Oh my gosh. Chelsea Green is amazingly beautiful, and I need more of her on my television. Is something I never thought I would say, but here we are.
Yep. All right. So for our main event, we're gonna go ahead and do Rhea versus Miss Jackson. Do we want to do a TLC, a backstage brawl, or I've got a card for a, want to say, last man standing?
I say we do the backstage or TLC because it's one of them's specialty.
Okay.
That's just me.
So that is Stamina High.
Is this pay-per-view?
Both of them Stamina. Yep.
Yeah. They're both good on Stamina. Yeah, either one of those is good.
All right.
Because then if we need to, we give them a week or two off.
Yeah, that's valid.
I would say use a call out promo on this show if we can.
For sure. Um,
So I know we've talked about it on here in case anybody goes back and watches these on VOD or something. We've pushed the wedding out to 2026.
mm-hmm.
Just felt like that time and money and everything, that was just the best option for us. So we're fine. We're fantastic. There's no issues with her and I. We just looked at this from an adult standpoint, which we hated to do, but here we are. So,
Hate to be adults.
right. You have 3 people for 4 promos, and one of them's hurt.
Yep. We'll figure this out. First of all, we are going to do a call out because he said do a call out. So,
Have Gigi call out Athena.
okay, works for me.
Why not? Let's see what happens.
All right, so we got an I know a guy card. Let's go ahead and use that.
Honestly, buy all 4 of them.
All 4 of them?
Yeah.
That's going to leave us really strapped for cash.
24 now. That'd leave us 200. Just under 200. I'd buy at least 2 or 3 of them. That's just me.
How about the? So we already have a Bray.
Oh, that's right, we do. Okay.
So let's grab the first 3.
These 3.
As much as I would love to see a Bray versus Bray match. All right, Joe gets the belt in a 4.5-star matchup, completes that rivalry.
Nice. Nice. Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Ooh, fatal four way. Very nice.
no tag
Where's
matches
the tag? Oh, okay.
for the belts.
New champs. Okay. And a rivalry. The Queen. They keep the titles.
All right,
Very nice.
Cody Evan Rhodes. I guarantee he cried and talked about his daddy.
Something, something with Cody Rhodes.
Mommy keeps the belt. Rivalry complete.
Very nice. Very nice. Let me get it, you bunch of busters. Let's go.
It does make me feel really good that Rosemary's showing up on a WWE product.
I like it.
Um, I've been following her for a long time, all the way back to the Courtney Rush days, and
How is our show quality a C? I don't.
because they're a bunch of busters. Um, but she has always said, like, because the people always brought up, like, when can we expect you to try going for one of the bigger brands, bigger companies? And she always says, like, I don't need to. I'm where I want to be. Which, good on her. She's been in TNA forever. Um, but to see her get the opportunity of a bigger stage, um,
I agree. Yeah. Liv clapped back to the jealousy comment of jealous of what? Your bum ass partner or your bum ass me? I have my man, my title, and my family. Wow.
damn. Got to be out your damn mind. We are being offered two of the jabronis from the talk show for Johnny Got. Oh, sorry, and 100K. Ooh, I don't know. I can't hear you.
Okay. Did you ever realize how racist the Power Rangers are?
Oh
The
yeah, yeah,
original.
yeah,
I had not till I saw somebody making fun of them, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
yeah. So they talked about it for years, but the topper was when you found out that the person who played Jason was actually Native American, and so the Native American was the Red Ranger.
Yeah, the Yellow Ranger was.
The
Louis
Asian.
Crane
Yeah.
was Asian. The Black Ranger was a black guy. Like
Yeah.
the Pink Ranger was just the biggest white girl ever.
Hmm.
Like I
And
was like,
the All American boy was in blue.
hmm I guess I just had never really realized it, and I was like, oh my god,
All right.
how does Tay Mello look that good after a baby? Jay Uso and $4,800 for Johnny and Chu.
I don't know. Like that one actually made me pause. I was like, I need to ask about that one.
If you're looking at overall trade value and everything, it's with the cash, it's a push.
Yeah.
I say do it. We haven't ever done a trade. I say do it.
Maybe she'll stop like whooping our ass with cards.
Probably not.
All right. 4 weeks to Fastlane. He wants us to know that his time is coming to an end with us. Looks like Mark Coffey is also going to be asking us about a contract. What we can say here.
I say 45.5. I'll bring that. I'm kind of high on Damian Priest at the
Yeah.
moment, so I'm very biased.
No, I'm good with it. Plus, he's one of our tag champs, so.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing: we ain't doing a damn thing with Coffee.
You ain't done with him? Just let him go. I mean, if we're not doing anything with him,
We're not, and plus, we just picked up Miz and Cody from Scouts. Interesting. We have researching indicating that NXT audience would love to see battles between Victoria and Rhea. Something to think about. All right.
thanks for late to the show, bro.
For the next 4 weeks, any solo contest between those two, including triple threat, fatal four way, will receive popularity boost.
Okay.
All right.
That's good to know.
So to basically just put those two in matches together, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Right on. Not happy about losing my strap. Absolutely. Ray, you're going to get another shot at it. Why not? All right, here's our shakeup cards. Select superstar to gain $15,000 whenever they are used in a match. But they and other superstars in the match will have increased injury risk. Change class. Class change promos cost 75% less. Feminine touch female matches greatly increase match quality, while male matches reduce match quality. All of those kind of suck.
Right. Because they're saying we get a boost from Rhea and
Feminine.
Victoria, I think the female touch may be the better option.
Yeah.
And just try to go as best we can, female heavy on each show.
I'm with you. That works. All right. Power cards. Got an XP card, a submissive card, and a coast to coast. Kind of low on cash though. We'll hold off on those. Looks like we got some level ups in the roster.
Mommy's one of them.
Oh, yep. I didn't see her. I didn't see it for some reason. All right, so casket match specialty or tables match specialty.
We have to do a tables match anyway.
There you go. Yeah. Go. All right, yep. At least one tables match. Let's go ahead and book that.
Kathy Kelly may be one of the best looking women in that company right now.
Yeah, I can believe that. Did you see her teaching mommy how to speak German? That eye contact was crazy.
Yeah, I saw it. That was solid. Oh, wow. She has been working her glutes.
Has been working what?
Sol Ruka
Mm-hmm.
has been working her glutes.
All right.
Yes. Seeing Minoru Suzuki get emotional was crazy. Have you seen that video?
I have not, but I can
So,
imagine seeing that is just insane.
right, Murder Grandpa Crying just was not on my bingo card. Takayama is a famous Japanese wrestler that had an accident that left him paralyzed. Suzuki is a longtime friend and every year holds an event to raise funds for him. And I'm just like, wow. Okay, Joe Tessitore, we haven't talked about that. What were your thoughts?
I think he killed it within the first 5 minutes.
I do think you could see him, you could hear him fading a little the last hour or so. Um, but it's a 3 hour show. It's
Yeah.
obviously very different than anything he's ever done. I thought he did really well. I was pretty I was pretty happy with it overall.
Yeah.
Little things, but 7 out of 10 at worst. Yeah, it looks like Alicia Taylor's the Raw ring announcer now.
Oh.
Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett, Kathy Kelly, Jackie Redmond, and Alicia Taylor. So they moved Samantha to SmackDown because they're moving it over to USA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. New
I
champs.
was pretty done with the Punk Drew thing until last night.
Um. So here's the thing. I'm trying to be face fan, However, when he was holding it in his hand, I was yelling at the TV for Drew to break it because now it's not about it anymore. It's not about the damn bracelet. And he beat the shit out of that man. Oh, built that rivalry.
Actors that don't take themselves too seriously are some of my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel tweeted, or Marvel Multiverse tweeted, Shang-Chi was released 3 years ago today. How would you rate it out of 10? Simu Lee, who was Shang-Chi, said 8.5 out of 10. Decent movie, but the lead actor is a little too full of himself.
That's wonderful. Speaking of Marvel, the thing that I was telling you about today that I learned. Good Lord, Damian Priest was set to be Namor in Black Panther 2, and Vince kiboshed it.
I don't understand that at all, unless the concern was Damien was going to leave.
Yeah. I mean, even then, at the time that was going on, Damian wasn't doing shit.
I agree.
You could have had him leave, do the movie, come back as this repackaged dude who's just been in this massive movie. Got a pre-match physio because we did the commissioner goal. Still just barely trailing Mickles.
Thoughts on Cedric Alexander in NXT?
I'm good with it. I honestly I think they should have kept him and the other dude. Forget his name now.
Ashanti?
Ashanti, yeah. I think they should have kept them together. I thought they had potential to be a good tag team together. Um, but as long as Ced's doing something, I'm good with it. I think Ced's a great character. He's amazing in the ring. I don't think he's quite gotten the advantages that he deserves to have.
Right.
So I'm good taking a step back as long as he's doing something.
Right.
Gigi's contract is up. He's been interesting for 5 more weeks for 49. He's the only one talking, so doing on cash.
454. I think we're okay. Do you think she's worth keeping the rest of the season?
I think she's decent enough for that.
Gonna put us at 349.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I had an email about an ad agency in the area. You know what? Sorry, Trip. About to call him Vince. Keep throwing shit at us. They're currently charging $10,000 for a 3-week ad campaign. Has the potential to gain us some new fans, but since they're new, there's always a potential to lose some as well.
Basically, this company may not be as good as they say they are.
Yeah.
I say pass on it.
Okay.
I don't. It's kind of the risky thing, like it says.
All right. Tongaloa, hey boss, I have a proposition for you. How about you and I have ourselves a little partnership? We want to partner with Tongaloa, a heel.
I say do it.
Okay.
Stamina's good. His popularity is good. His morale could be a little better.
Good with it.
Liv Morgan looked amazing last night.
Yes, she did. All right. I think we'll go ahead and just leave it at that show. Oh, you're missing. Where'd you go?
I'm
Oh,
still here.
there you
Can
are.
you hear me? There we go.
No, I hid you when you got off the stream during the pay-per-view and
Gotcha.
hadn't brought you back on.
I gotcha.
Yeah, no, Liv looked amazing. I'm loving that whole gimmick. Um, as far as her and Rhea and all that, I think they could not be playing that any better. Um, I like the inclusion of Jey Uso. I don't see what Rikishi's problem is.
I don't see. Look, you've got 4 people in the Judgment Day
Mm-hmm.
on the men's side, and you have Priest. You put Jay in there, and you grab another tag team somewhere, and there's a Survivor Series match.
I don't know about Survivor Series. I need him somewhere
I'm
else for
talking like an
Survivor
old.
Series.
I'm talking like an old school Survivor Series match.
I
I'm
know.
not talking War Games.
I'm just saying I need him somewhere else for Survivor Series. But
Why?
because I need that story. Now, the thing is, as slow as we're slow rolling that, we may see that at Survivor Series next year. Because we're kind of just slowly crawling that along here. It's just the tribal chief that came back. He's gotten one up on them. He got his ass beat the second week.
That's fair.
So, um, but no, I mean, it has to be at the end of this. It has to be him with the Usos again. It has to go back to that original at some point. Um, and Paul coming back too. Paul's got to be back in the fold at some point.
What do you think about Jimmy coming back to help Jay and Priest?
One, that's kind of where I was going with that. Like, if we're slow rolling this enough that we're not going to do that at Survivor Series this year, then yeah, have Jimmy come back because Priest and Jay are getting their asses handed them. And it does to me twofold. It does what I keep saying, which is that Judgment Day needs to become a vital threat.
They
Um,
need to put somebody else with them to make them that threat
mm-hmm.
because they don't have it right now.
So I thought of two names. Speaking of that, with what's going on with Jay, Carlito doesn't fit. Carlito needs to go.
Okay.
What if we bring in Braun or we bring in
Breaker?
Bronson? Because then they have a threat.
I think you're more like Braun Breaker makes more sense
Mm-hmm.
because Bronson has been so on his own. Jay wins the Fatal 4-Way,
Mm-hmm.
has the match against Braun. Balor helps Braun keep the title, and that moves Braun into the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Then you've got him working with Finn, which is good for him long term. Yeah. And the first thing he does is take Carlito out.
Yep.
But here's the problem. What are you going to do with Carlito if you do that?
Just make a mid card face, which is probably what he was going to be in the first place. Just a guy that's there in the mid card. Because I mean, like it's not like he was coming back for a big run.
That's fair.
Um, so Val Venus, not the amazing group, but the other guy. Um,
That clown.
did you see his tweet about the main event last night?
About Sammy and Gunther?
Yeah. So
Sir.
this man thinks for some reason that those people would be carrying his bags.
Sir. What? I
Don't get me wrong. In the day, I liked the character.
Oh, I loved it.
At no point was I like, this man is the face of the business.
I can't even pretend like I didn't do the little towel thing every now and then. Okay, so yes,
I can't say that I don't still do that every once in a while.
I just you're like Disco Inferno at this point. You're just trying to stay relevant,
Yeah.
and none of us fucking care about you.
Yeah. I mean,
Sean Morley, nobody cares. You can't use the Val Venus name anymore because somebody else took it.
that's right. Someone took your name. That's embarrassing. Um,
It's hilarious.
it is. Um, trying to think if there's any other fun stuff to talk about. Let's bring up the old Twitter machine, see if anything pops up real quick.
Shawn Michaels on Julia. Believe the hype.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Jamie Hayter had completely herniated 2 discs in her back. Holy shit. She wasn't aware of it till it was really bad. She couldn't even walk. She couldn't stand up straight. Body was an angle. She just couldn't do anything. She said, I couldn't laugh, sneeze, cough, sit down, stand in the shower, lay down on my back. She couldn't really do anything. Damn. She was out 18 months.
I'm not currently watching NXT, but apparently Obafemi took another member of the family out. Tossed him around like a rag doll.
Of course he did.
Yeah, Obafemi's out, and he's just staring down Tony D the entire time. I think they're gonna do
I'm
hit
good if
him
they
and Tony D
run
again.
that back.
Yeah,
Run that back. Run that back. Because if you're going to have somebody take the title off of Oba, it needs to be somebody that makes sense,
yeah.
and Tony makes sense.
So I'm seeing Seti. Um, that man thickened out a little bit.
Yeah.
He does not seem as lean as he was.
Oh, he's put some muscle on, and he's put some meat on. Uh, Giselle Shaw posted a thing that said, "Trust the wait, embrace the uncertainty, enjoy the beauty of becoming. When nothing is certain, anything is possible. Happy Monday" with some emojis. Will Ospreay did like the eyeball quote tweet to it, and I'm like, huh. I'm wondering if she wants to go AEW because she'd be a great addition to that women's division.
Yeah.
Run her out there in ROH with Athena.
Oh, for sure.
Those matches would be incredible.
Yeah, I'm still a little confused by Lyra and Tatum, but I'm willing to give it a
I,
shot.
I am too, but if it get Tatum needed somebody, and it gives Tatum a good rub because Lyra's a big name.
Mhm.
Yes, you're going back to their storyline of they had their thing, but Lyra, is like, let's give it a shot. I'm okay with it. Like really, I'm good with it. Yes, there is some continuity issues, but you can solve that in one promo.
Yeah. Pete Dunne, don't call me Butch. Just fighting everywhere.
I struggle with him because I don't care. I just don't. I don't care.
I feel you. They've never really given him his own shine. And maybe we'll see that with the fact that he's got two different
Two whole
storylines going
different
on at
views.
the same time.
That, or I need you to bring those things together. Have him come out and attack Sheamus, and Trick makes the save. have him come attack Trick, and Sheamus makes the save. Give Trick that Sheamus rub.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to deny that Pete Dunne is a talented man. But I still just don't care. That's my biggest problem is I don't care. They've done nothing with him to make me say, "Oh, this will be interesting."
Yeah, I got you. I love Ethan just walking backstage. Um, Trick and Pete are having a backstage pull apart. They finally get them pulled apart. Ava's there, losing her shit. Ethan Page just walks up behind her with the belt. It's like, what's going on here? They did do a preview of Jade's character that we'll be getting in the DLC here in a couple of weeks. They did it
I saw that.
off of her WrestleMania gear. I personally am very glad we didn't do the face paint because so on face paint on wrestlers that are in the game, you can't edit that in most cases.
Yeah.
So no matter what you would do with her, she'd have that line down the middle of her. So I'm glad we didn't do that.
Give us the option of you can turn the face paint on or off,
Mm-hmm.
but don't make it a required.
Yeah. Everybody's complaining because she got the little pixie cut that she had in her debut. There are so many people hacking the game right now that she'll have the bob within 2 days of her being in the game.
And then she'll have the extensions and all will be right with the world.
Yeah. I will say I love this this Wendy and Rosemary pairing.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this entire match because I love watching Rosemary do her thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it too.
Oh,
I'll watch it tomorrow while I'm working.
That's a little different. So she normally does the upside down, which is essentially like a reverse tarantula in the corner. Looks like she just did it to Tatum, but Tatum was leaned against the bottom rope. So she grapevined her with her legs and then leaned back, just kind of hanging off the apron. That's kind of sick.
Damn, what Obafemi did to Stacks was brutal.
Right?
Shit. Picked him up for ability back and just tossed him. Fuck.
Oh, so the Rascals are to challenge for the NXT tag titles. I did not expect them to win that match.
I'm good with it.
I'm good with it. I just didn't expect it.
There's a picture from Berlin of Kevin Owens, Apollo Crews, Kathy Kelly, Michin, and Andrade. That's nice.
Yeah. Speaking of Michin, there's a picture here of her when she was in TNA face to face with Rosemary that says "Run it back." I agree. We need to run that back.
Hell yes.
Those are some good looking titties too. All right, I'm just now seeing the tendies that Rio was eating. Also, while she's wearing a eat, sleep, yeet shirt.
I'm sorry. You said tendies, and that is not what I thought you said. And I was like, what are you looking at?
You're like, send me the picture. I love that she's wearing a J shirt though while she's eating tendies.
Yeah. If you give me you move Priest to Balor. Because are we doing Freebird rule with the titles with the Judgment Day?
They haven't been.
I would say if you're gonna do something, put Carlito and JD as the champs.
Mm-hmm.
Let Dom and Liv do a thing with Rhea and Jay and put Valor and Priest into either a world title or intercontinental something
Some sort of feud
somewhere.
for a belt. Yeah.
Yes, well, either over a belt or to get to a belt.
Yeah. I am not here for Hank and Tank. I don't I don't get it. You dress like Public Enemy, you wrestle like Heavy Machinery. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Don't get it. Real quick as a non-wrestling note, I watched The Deliverance today,
I haven't watched it.
which is a new Netflix movie. Really good, in my
Okay.
opinion. I like those type of movies. I like The Exorcist and things like that. So it's a really good flick. I liked it. Um, my next thing is I got a copy of Borderlands. I'm gonna watch that tomorrow and see how much that actually did suck, because that's all I've heard is that it was horrible. But I get to watch Kevin Hart be Kevin Hart, so I'm good with that.
Right. Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Hart. I think it'll be fun for those of us that don't take that shit too seriously.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. While we do though, keep watching, because when a wealthy stockbroker, Quentin Kirkland, is found dead with a bale hook through his chest, Rita's investigation uncovers a disagreement with him that he had with his teenage daughter on the fourth episode of Silk Stockings. So with that, that wraps up our stream today. We appreciate y'all. Follow us on the socials down below. Go back and watch me make my solo debut on a on the previous episode, where we had a lot of fun with the lowdown with Princess Skywalker and with chair shots. Uh, Two awesome people. She had mentioned that she wants to have both of us on at some point. So catch that soon. We'll both be on that channel. Having a little fun over there with her. We've got All Out coming up. Your thoughts on
Saturday.
that after it happens? Definitely not live streaming that one. Um, not doing it. Uh,
No.
but it'll be fun to see the rematches and the rehashes, because that's pretty much what it looks like it's going to be, is just kind of rehashing what we did at All In. It's kind of the detriment of having All Out 2 weeks after All In. I think maybe we need to
Yeah,
start spacing this out a little bit.
I know. They need to.
But with that being said, pro wrestling is for everyone. Be kind, support each other, and let's make this an awesome, inclusive community together. And for me, Michael, and my best friend Tori, we will catch you on the next one.